Hi everyone, I'm Scott Hoke. Welcome to highlights of our coverage from the Mecum Harrisburg auction at the Pennsylvania Farm Show Complex. Oh, we are back in Harrisburg with a black beast on the block, Bill Stevens, a Hemi Roadrunner from 1968 that just gavelled for $115,000.
A black Hemi Roadrunner. Oh, the American dream. This one with a torque flight, only 61 Hemi Roadrunner hardtops, had the torque flight, also has a 323 rear axle, which is correct for the car. And yeah, the color says it all.
Okay, Chris Jacobs, 70 Hemi Roadrunner in our presence.
Oh, so good. This car checks a lot of boxes for me, I can tell you, starting with that, what you're looking at right there, 426, true blue R-code Hemi car, air grabber hood, B5 blue, brand new vinyl top, black and silver interior, rally wheels, red line tires. I mean, just the list goes on and on for how do you please a Mopar fan. This car's got a lot of it.
And it sold $115,000. 67 Corvette. We've been anticipating its arrival, and for good reason. Look at this.
Yes, sir. It's got the L71, 435 horse, 427. 3 Holley, 2-barrel carburetors, solid lifters, big port cylinder heads, and the 67 mid-year Corvette, in the minds of many, the most preferable of the mid-years. Last year for that run. Ermine white, saddle leather interior. The leather, very desirable. And it's a two-top car. You see the soft top, it comes with the hard top as well.
$116,000, just bought that one. 2022 SRT Challenger Demon 170.
2023 last call edition of one of the 3,000 built. I say the same thing about these cars every time. We run through all the numbers, so let me say this. This one is definitely going to sell because it's being offered at no reserve. This one does not have the sunroof, does not have the carbon fiber wheels, but it's got everything that the Demon 170 has. There's that 6.2-liter supercharged Hemi under the hood. The Demon 170 name, of course, comes from that 85 ethanol rating. You know, you double that and you get your 170. You got the little gold eye in the Demon on the fender, which is a sign to the corn which the ethanol is based on.
Oh, nice.
And of course on the hood here you have another little Easter egg etched into the intake here. It says alcohol injected. So little Easter eggs all over the D170, Bill.
Talk about extra cost options. Wasn't that sunroof like over 20 grand or something?
It was 11, just over 11 for both the wheels and the sunroof. So pushing the value up with those options, yeah.
That'd be 20 altogether.
Yeah.
$120,000. Mopar time, and another one from 1970. It's a Cuda.
Yeah, it's the old 6-barrel 440, the V code here, and that is what this car was born with. 390 horse, got the A833 4-speed manual and the factory track pack. Oh, we'll see some big numbers up on the board for this car.
High impact color of Tor Red. It's the paint code EV2. Black interior. Bill, you mentioned the 4-speed manual transmission is a pistol grip 4-speed, highly desirable in these cars.
Got some original documentation with it. Copy of the California title. The original license plate frame is even included with this car, along with the owner's manual.
Beautiful resto, new vinyl top, bright work, all looks really good. Very stock appearing on the inside. Rally dash, I don't see any add-ons in there at all.
1, 2, 3. Go!
That was kind of fun. $120,000. Look at the bidding here, Bill, on a 69 Z28.
You know, a couple months ago, there was a Camaro high performance data analysis report that was issued on this car. Again, all that and documentation to go along with it. The restoration, need no description there. We talked about this in our preview earlier. The overspray patterns and the inspection markings and all those labels have been replicated according to what would have happened at the factory. Original trim tag, 12-bolt posi rear end, and that Muncie 4-speed and engine all were in that car when it was born. Oh, we love these cars. Debut year for the Judge, 1969. And the standard engine was the Ram Air 3, 366 horsepower. You get a Ram Air 4, and that was rated at 370. That's worth a belly laugh, I'll tell you that. 4-speed here, and the power front disc brakes, always available on the Judges. Power steering. Got the bill sheet, PHS documents as well. And there you see the interior, all original, all completely correct.
$125,000. Here is a real deal, 69 Charger 500.
Yeah, they wanted to go super speedway racing in 1969, and this is what Dodge came up with. And Chris, this had a star-crossed history. It just didn't hit the bullseye.
Yeah, you know, they tried. They tried with the front, flushing the headlights for aerodynamics. They tried with the rear glass here. They flushed this as well. They got rid of those cuts that you would see on the stock Charger, but it still didn't work. They weren't getting the performance that they wanted until they sent it out and had those nose cones and wings put on, and that's really where they had something on the super speedway.
And it ends up gaveling for $125,000. Here is Demon 170 from 2023, one of the cars that we had at the Dodge booth here in Harrisburg. Chris?
Yep, octane red on this one. No sunroof, but it does have the carbon fiber wheel option on this one, which is going to pump up that value. And as you mentioned, Scott, these were good enough to be displayed in the Dodge booth.
All right, $125. Beautiful looking car. It's a 1970 Plymouth Barracuda, which tells you from the factory that it was not a performance engine car originally equipped.
Correct. I mean, if it had been a Cuda from the factory, it would have either had the 440 or the 426 under the hood. I'm looking at the VIN, fifth character is a G, which means this car rolled out with a 318 under the hood. Getting a look at the transmission. This is a, can't quite see it. Where is it? Looking around, the driver's knee is blocking me. I can't see if it's a, well, it's an automatic, but it's not on the column, so it's floor shift automatic. But yeah, rally wheels on this. Of course, the high impact color there.
Yeah, they're
plum crazy.
Chris, they're calling it violet metallic FC7.
Well, I guess it would be Plymouth would be in violet, yeah, and this purple. So it actually does look a little darker than your traditional in violet, but it's, you know, it says plum crazy on the consignment sheet, which is incorrect because that would be the Dodge name for the purple color, right?
And guys, again, we're seeing a car that's been modified, bringing the kind of money that gets it fairly close to where an original one, at least in the same zip code, maybe not the same neighborhood, but it's close.
Well, sure, yeah, because, you know, it's a 426. Another interesting touch on the shaker hood here, which is normally that argent silver, it looks like it's been done with the Organosol paint that's found on the AAR Cuda and the Challenger
the dark
TA.
finish.
Yeah, that textured paint.
And the Mecum rule in effect, and it goes to the phone bidder at $135,000. All right, so with that, we will take a look closely at a 1955 Corvette that has arrived here.
Yeah, well, you just got to look at the V8. First year for the 265 V8 in the Corvette, and a long list of certification on this car. Just give you an idea just how perfectly restored it is. Bloomington Gold certified, NCRS Top Flight, NCRS Regional Performance Verification, NCRS National Top Flight, Duntov Mark of Excellence. That is the premier certification from the NCRS for any Corvette. It's won awards at the Chevy Vet Fest a couple times, and a Triple Crown recipient. I keep going if you want me to. I'm just telling you, this is exceptional.
Okay, Russ Conklin hammers that car at $135,000. $100,000 bid to start off with on an important car here, guys. A 69 Z28. Classic color combination, Brother Bill.
You know, we may have the finest gathering of 69 Z28s in one building, that we've ever had. Every time we think we've seen the best, another one rolls up and we have to rethink again. This one, nut and bolt rotisserie restoration. Don't have to tell you about the powertrain. We see these so often. We know by heart the 302, 290 horse, small block, all 4 speeds in 1969. Yeah, Hugger orange with the orange houndstooth interior. Does not get more classic than that. That great chambered exhaust system on these cars give it such a great tone. Has the correct smog system still in it. And just let your eyeballs wander over this 69 Z28 and enjoy it.
Well, 135. All right, here is 2015 Viper GT.
That is demonic. Wow. 8.4 liter V10, 645 horsepower. This was the high water mark for Viper horsepower and performance. Remember now, 2017 was the last year. This is the last generation of the Viper. 6-speed manual, as they all had. Racing stripes on that black paint looks, just so perfect. Brembo brakes, street and track suspension. This is a track car, literally the way it sits. Take it to any racetrack and you just drive the life out of it.
$135,000.
Yeah, not shocking. I'll tell you, with what you're getting, I'd pay that in a heartbeat.
And a 63 split window Corvette coming up behind it. And
how about a top flight split window coupe? And you're looking at it right here. 340 horse, 327. Just an unlimited frame-off restoration with a detailed list of the parts and the labor that went into it. The engine has been balanced and blueprinted, so that's putting out more than 340 horse, the factory rating, with a 4-speed. You see the exterior's the saddle tan and a saddle interior.
There we go.
Yeah, that's big money. This is a non-fuelie split window coupe too, but that didn't hold it back. I think the NCRS Top Flight has a lot to do with the desirability of that.
So we will move on to this 1973 Bronco that has been lifted, wheels, tires, new or different engine.
5-liter V8, and Rutt's right down there. Boy, he is giving that a thorough inspection. What are you seeing?
Looks like it's got a Kinzer chassis on here. It's got Bilsteins on it. Cut rear fenders. This thing is really stout with that Coyote in there. You know, it really gives me the feeling this thing was meant to go fast, have some fun. But when you see that updated chassis, really lets you know that you can actually use the power that big Coyote's putting down.
Yeah, that's important. There's so many extras on this. Big premium sound kicker, speakers, vintage air. That's been plumbed in as well. Tilt steering column with a real wood steering wheel.
Okay, 137.5. Next up on our auction block here in Harrisburg at the Farm Show Complex, 1968 Shelby GT350.
Oh, this is a crown jewel right here. Look at that Paxton supercharger on that 302. Oh, yeah. We got over 400 horsepower cooking underneath that hood. Certificate of authenticity signed by Carroll Shelby himself goes with the car, along with the deluxe Marty report. Original date code, heads on the engine, aluminum Shelby dual plane intake manifold is original. They've rebuilt some things as well, including the top loader close ratio 4-speed.
Okay, in the time it took you to just describe that car, the reserve came off at 115,000, and we're at 150.
It shot right up.
Oh my goodness!
Yep, I'm telling you, crown jewel. That's an understatement.
Good money on a fantastic car here, everybody. A 69 real deal Hemi Charger, and the reserve is off at $160,000. Chris, Bill, this is spectacular.
Oh, sell everything. Let's buy this. This is such a beautiful car, man. Bright green, color match Steelies with the Fratzog hubcaps on there. White top, white interior. What a phenomenal car, Bill.
Yeah, and you know, we don't get many coming through here in that color, let alone with a 426 Hemi for power. The Torque Flight automatic.
Wow. And that will do it for this edition of Mecum Accelerated. Thanks so much for watching. I'm Scott Hoke. So long from Harrisburg.